Here we are, we finally made it to the start line. It's a beautiful morning here in Te Anau Downs. For all the worry that we had about having too much gear, we've done a bit of a pack and a repack, and boys are all pumped and ready to go. Here, boys. Ooh, fucking looks a lot bigger when you're here.
Yeah, now what do we do?
After we landed, it took us about 20 minutes to actually find a spot that we can pitch 3 tents. It's quite wet and boggy underneath, but we've done a bit of excavation and burrowed out a reasonably flat spot. We've used a few rocks because we can't get pegs in, but we're pretty happy where we are. That's the white water we're looking at now. And those are the Tannel Bar tops. Looking down into Roofhouse Gully out to the Tasman Ocean. Breaking camp on day 2. The plan is to head up there, get on the tops by lunchtime. That's where we camped last night, down there. Just made it to above the 3 lakes. See down here. We're just going to sit here. It's a bit claggy. We might just sit here and give a few moans and see if anything replies down there.
18th.
No! Oh! It's coming towards the end of day 2. We've just found a spot that we're going to camp up here because it's supposed to definitely rain tonight and for the next 2 or 3 days, so we're on a ridge line. Well, we're finally all set up. It's night 2. We know it's going to rain, so this is our setup. Done the old fly over the tent job. It's not the biggest, but we're on a ridge, so everything's going to run away either side of us. Day 3, and as predicted, the weather's set in. It's absolutely hosed down all day long. We're nice and comfy here in our Hillybird tent. We've had a session of playing last card with Greg whipped my ass. We just survived a pretty rough 24 hours, heaps of rain. We pretty much were campbound for the whole 24 hours. We've got a Wap bugling. He's probably within 400 metres of our camp. So we're off. Not much success this morning. Our Wapiti across from our camp was bugling once, maybe twice this morning, and we came across a couple of ridges to see if we could find them, but to no avail. We're just going to sidle around this low coastal country. We're probably only half a k from the ocean, and then make our way back up. We've probably dropped about 400 or 500 metres in elevation, so a bit of a slog this afternoon. Just through the gap in the trees there, the big rock out in the sea, that's House Roof Rock. You can see she's a pretty wild day in the Tasman. There's quite a good swell around the rock. So we just saw two cows and a yearling on the slip. We're just trying to be bloody quiet. There could be a bull just sitting around here somewhere. Look at how steep it is. Shows how long your spork is, Greg. What happened to it? You're just being a little bit too greedy.
Dove in too deep into Dave's peanut butter reservoir.
We've got a big day today. We need to start heading south. We really haven't gone too far south since we started, so we're going to go over a bit of ground we went over yesterday. But for some reason, the big boys have all shut up. We haven't heard anything since yesterday morning, so yeah, we're just going to hit the track and just go quietly and see what we can hear. So we're just about to take off, and just for luck, Greg thought he'd just give out one last bugle before we went. We were heading in that direction,
Towards the ocean, downhill.
towards the ocean, but our big Wat bull is about 200 metres from us, up on the slip that we saw the cows yesterday. So we're heading in the opposite direction. We haven't even taken off and our plans have all gone out the back door. There's no point walking away, so we're going to have a crack at him now.
Just the very top of our slip. We just had that 6 or 8 pointer just up there that we rolled in to about 15 yards. Didn't get a great look at him, but he wasn't a shooter. And we've got our one bugling down here from this morning. That little ridge line. That flat spot. About there is where we've been camped up the last 3 days. So yeah, we've climbed back up this ridge here and round behind us, get round above everything. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Probably 40 yards above us, and then our lot bugled down below us. So I'm just going to try and sneak up here. See if we can get a little vision on this stag. He's got a hind with him. We heard his squeak. Yeah. He's coming, just wait, just wait.
This big slope is definitely, for anyone else coming to Looking Glass next year, is worth checking out. There is a big bull here. He is cunning as a proverbial shithouse rat, and he's given us a slip probably about 4 times now in the last 3 days. We're going to move on. Let him be. He's too cunning for us. Yeah, we've sort of got to where the boys camped on their first night after we split from them. We're not going to go down the same ridge. We're going to dive off onto another one and hunt some new ground.
No.
It's day 5, late in the afternoon. We made our way right down to the coast because it looked like it was flatter land. We've got onto 3 stags today. You'll see some of the earlier footage, but it's nice and flat down here in the lowlands, but it's like being in the Louisiana swamp. We spent over an hour trying to find a campsite. We found this is the most open area, So we are just building it up with fern. We put moss down first to fill in the holes, and yeah, we're putting down silver fern. And geez, what have you got there, Greg?
Hey?
What have you got there?
Oh.
Bit of rotten shit. Oh, well, it'll build it all up. We just don't want to. We don't want to have half an inch of rain come through here. We're just chilling out, about to have our dinner. We've got a couple of different raddixes tonight, mint and rosemary and Turkish lamb. We're finding them perfect meals. I mean, they only take 175ml, which is absolutely nothing. You only need to put a third of the jet boil on. It's done in about a minute and a half. It's 7:30, we're just breaking camp again. We're heading south towards the two other guys. We need to make a move towards Looking Glass Bay. We've got a fair way to get there, so this is primo country. We're basically at sea level. Beautiful Kiraroo just sitting up there minding his own business. Right, boys, have had a big day today. I'm pretty tuckered out. We've been going since 7:15 this morning, 8 hours. Yeah, probably half an hour ago I was wondering what the hell I was doing here, but it's all good. Our mates Gav and Chris were here last night. We thought they may be here, but they've moved on. Greg's just having a look through the old spotting scope. Saw a bit of a slip. Have a glass over it. Greg's just spoken to the other boys on the inReach. They're halfway back to going over the ridge to Looking Glass, and we're just going to chill out here and have our raddicks for dinner.
7:20 on Friday morning. One night here at House Roof Creek.
I believe out there is the site that they can put the helicopters down. Some people have kindly filled in some humps and hollows with rocks, obviously when they were bored. Be in the centre of the whole block and go either south or north from here. As you can see, guys have filled in these little divots, so there's somewhere firm to put the helicopter down.
Down that way is the ocean, obviously, and the side creek's 100 yards downstream. So when you get that second side creek, you just got to come up 100 metres and duck into the left, to the right, I suppose, travelling upstream. And yeah, see the tops in front of you.
Yeah, there's a good view of them this morning. So we're going to do the push and make it over the hill. We've been dreaming about seafood for the last 2 days at least. Catch up with the rest of the crew and share some stories.
How are you feeling, Dave?
Yeah, $1 million. That's what $1 million looks like.
I know you're doing good.
I shed a few kilos, trust me, and sweat. That's worth it.
Yeah. Nothing like fucking fencing, crutching, shearing, mustering on foot, riding your bike and running, and doing pack walks.
Now, walking backwards and forwards to the photocopy machine is not the ultimate workout.
Yeah, a little bit. You've done good though. Yeah, we're on our way up to our 1.689, and down into Looking Glass. This is the easy stuff now. We've done the worst of the steepest pinch. Yeah, this stuff's a walk in the park. Fiordland Sasquatch behind me, chugging away. He's doing good. Ooh, not a bad spot. This is spot 689 on the map on the northern ridge. There's a bit of an arrow here and a G, so I guess that either means Greg or Gavin, one of us. Got our first glimpse of Looking Glass Bay down there. We're going to be home for the next, what, 4 nights? 3 nights. 3.
Some good rubs here. This is the fresh. That's pretty fresh.
Battling our way down the hill from 536. Probably didn't come the best way down. A few rocky steep bits we had to negotiate, but there's base camp over there. The last 100 metres or so down to Looking Glass. Ended up dropping into this creek for the last bit. It's a bit easy going, the bush is pretty thick down here.
Geez, after a mammoth day, we've come down up there in the murk from the 536. Just over there on the left hand side of the bay, you can see the hole, that's the Looking Glass. The end of this beach is the camp. There's Greg. Well, I can confirm I've had a workout since 7 AM this morning, but on the beach and only half a K from camp, which is great.
Keith or Mark? Oh no, that's Keith.
This is our base camp. The boys have been here for 7 days and set up things really well. There's a whole lot of leftover tarps. Mark's whipped up a kitchen bench out of just washed up stuff on the beach and my little chainsaw. We've got plenty of room. It's fantastic. A lot better than previous year. We look out. This is Looking Glass Creek, so we've got fresh water right here. Look at that for a stunning bay. The scenery is just magnificent. We came down off the tops up there, which was 536 metres above sea level. It was a bit of a mission. Took us probably over 2 hours. We're just chilling out, having a gin and tonic, and Greg's going to go get some crayfish for us shortly. Boys gave us a fresh feed of teriyaki this afternoon on arrival. Now we're going to get some crayfish and power. Hold it. I got it. Woohoo! Check that out.
Probably a metre and a half. I'll drop that thing.
Boys are living the dream. That's the big fella. We've got some other ones here.
Yeah, no, we went up and had a look and then we cut it with
I don't know if you can see this, but this is the carnage of 6 men eating 4 massive crayfish. We're absolutely stonkered.
And 2 kilos of Cherokee.
Alright, how many Cherokee did we have? Probably about
4, said, and 2
4
gurnard,
big
wasn't
ones, 4 and 2 big girders.
wow. Beautiful seafood dinner. Amazing the difference what a day makes. From yesterday, we woke up to this. She rained all night. Had to batten down the hatches. What was just a flowing little river, she's I wouldn't even cross over there where I was having a bath yesterday afternoon.
Quick update. There's our hind. About 50 metres down below, there's a 9-point red stag. So I'm thinking of taking him just to get him out of the gene pool. Give him a supposed to be chasing Wapiti. And I'm sure the guys would appreciate some medicine for the next couple of days. We found Chris's target. Just right here. It's pretty brown, so I'm gonna take him out. Hopefully.
Again? Where the hind's gone?
Got him. Well done, man. Well done.
Something else parked down lower. It might come out and slip yet. We'll see what it is. Moved about 4 metres. Yeah. Just standing there feeding. Not even bothered. Probably because they don't know we're here, but there's actually 3 of them up there. It's Chris with the stag. We pretty much shot him. You can't really tell how it's just like a sheer bluff up there. But we've managed to find a little peephole through the trees. We actually was out on a bit of a tree over the edge. So yeah, 50 yards, but pretty much, I don't know, that's probably 10 metres across to that face, and it's just vertical. Awesome. Right, get this thing, get a meat off the thing, take the head out off it, back to camp.
Not sure if this is going to come out right, but we're all just having a toast to Chris and Greg for a massive effort today. The boys got up this morning and the river was pumping, and they decided just to wait for an hour, and as soon as it was gone they packed their bags and they were off, and they've been on a mission all day. Chris has bagged himself a well-earned 11-point, probably a red, on a huge slip up the back of Looking Glass Valley. So just raise your glasses, boys, and toast Chris and Greg. Well done.
Chris. Well done.
Cheers, guys. Awesome. It's day 9. Boys have all had brekkie. We're going to have another crack at going back up the river and checking out some faces today. Greg and Chris obviously had success yesterday. 3 of us are heading up the riverbed now. Today is our last day. We've decided we're going to have a massive feast tonight of venison, and hopefully Greg can get us some more crays. The boys have all got the fishing gear. We're going to be into that in a minute. The sea swell has dropped, which is amazing. The hunting's over, but just look at this beautiful bay. So if you guys in the future choose Looking Glass Bay, make sure you've got a diver in your group, and it might pay dividends. Get some crays, get some power, get some fresh Cherokee. Oh, we've got some more crays for dinner. Janet!
Like dinner, isn't it?
Day 11 pickup morning. Southern Lake helicopters should be here by 8. It's about 1:45 now. The boys all got up and have got everything ready. We're all packed and ready to go over there. So